not going to happen. So could I get your comments about that? The second thing is, if not Osaka, have you, Mr. Bowers, or Kiso-san, have you considered Okinawa at all? Because there have been reports in the Japanese media that once the U.S. Marine base of Futenma is relocated to Henoko, that area may be open for a casino. And given that the central government and the Okinawa government have very close relations, some political commentators have said, rather than Osaka, Okinawa would be the first choice for a casino outside of Tokyo. Thanks.
It's very difficult to talk about the specific area who would get the license because of my position. I'm giving the advices to the government sometimes. So, however, talking about the new Kome, the party, they are not against the casino. They are just conservative. What they say is we direct for. We need mature discussion over that. That's what they ask to LDP as a partner of the ruling party. So, and in the flip side, we already have more than 200 lawmakers in the lawmakers union to support the casino legalization in Japan. So, and also LDP, the biggest ruling party, is pretty supportive. They actually give the approval before that bill has been submitted to the National Diet last December. So, talking about the number of seats, there is no power to oppose that, stop that casino legalization. So I'm pretty positive over the casino legalization. However, the discussion would be the time frame because the new Kome asked the LDP to take more time to discuss over the gaming legalization. And talking about the Okinawa, it's a very difficult issue to say, especially for me, because of my position. However, I would think that it totally depends on the result of the election for the governor of the Okinawa Prefecture, which will happen in this December. So if the governor, the candidate to support casino introduction in Okinawa win that election, Okinawa may have priority from the national government.
I'm going to skip the first question, and then, on the second question, we tend to just look at sort of market sizes for different potential locations. Okinawa is obviously a smaller opportunity than some of the larger locations. And so again, our priority is with some of the larger locations at the moment. That doesn't mean that Okinawa may not be a great opportunity at some point for some casino operator. For us, as I say, the focus is on the major opportunities that make the most sense, sort of for our company in terms of the growth of our company. And therefore, we're more focused on the other opportunities at the moment.
I want to follow up on your comment about the time frame. There are two sides of the story. On one side, I guess the government and the operators, they are very interested in the 2020 deadlines of the Olympics. I guess that's very easy to understand. But on the other hand, the governor of Tokyo, the metropolitan Tokyo, might have said that, hey, I'm busy with a very, very big project, $60 billion in the Olympics. So why do I have to bother with the small casinos, even $4 or $5 billion? Leave me alone. Wait until I finish my Olympics, and then we talk. So what's the story? What's the comment?
I mean, it's very hard for us to comment on, the way in which specific jurisdictions may look at this, specific municipalities, specific mayors may look at this. All I can say is that I wouldn't completely understand a position like that. And in that circumstance, it's possible. It's very possible that the city would choose to go a specific direction. We're certainly not in the game of trying to tell local governments how they should manage and strategize around whatever their economic priorities are. All we can do is explain what the opportunity is. I, personally think that there is opportunity with an IR initiative that in Tokyo that may or may not be done by 2020, but there's still tremendous opportunity. But I completely agree that if it's difficult to do an Olympics, which it is, when you add an IR to it or thinking about how to do an IR, it does make it even more difficult.
As I said, we need something after the Olympic. That's the point. Olympic is very big, however, it lasts only 2 months. We have to have something to utilize the infrastructure. That's the answer.
One more question.
Thank you. Hello. Yeah, I just one follow-up question to that last one. Reading the media that emanated from the Tokyo gathering last week, I seem to get the impression that there's a lot of, not so much demand, but push now from the international gaming community for Japan to try and make it open. It almost sounds like, you got to get it done now. So the question I have for Takashi is, we hear from the supply side, the people wanting Japan to develop gaming. What are the locals thinking about all this? Have they even started thinking about it yet?
Actually, we just started the discussion at the level of the people, Japanese people. We had long history over the discussion about the casino legalization at the national political level or the regional political level. However, there was no discussion over that in the citizen level. So we just started. So yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger to someone who would like to against the casino legalization. However, they're talking about the legalization. They do not enough power to stop it because of the sheet. They have very few seats to against the casino legalization in the